Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Side hustling and gig work is becoming a way of life for many Americans, maybe you too. Of course, gig work can help you pay off your debt, diversify your income, and provide some valuable work experience. But freelancers and contractors can face some big problems when it comes to filing taxes. So in partnership with H&R Block, we're going to talk about the 6 things that gig workers, freelancers, contractors, and the like need to know when filing taxes. By the way, H&R Block is an awesome tool for helping gig workers handle their taxes. From an easy-to-use software tool to all the support options you need, Block is a great way to file your taxes. We have tons of reviews and all kinds of cool stuff at thecollegeinvestor.com to find out more. Here's number 1 of the 6. Look for your 1099 NEC forms in the mail. The 1099 NEC form is an IRS form used to report all compensation to people who aren't employees. Companies that hire freelancers or gig workers are expected to send 1099 NEC forms to all contractors. Most companies will send these forms out by late January or early February. You need these forms to fill out your taxes. If you contracted with a company and it hasn't sent you a 1099 NEC by early February, contact the company to discuss it. The company may not be obligated to provide the form because you sold or invoiced services through a third party, for example, PayPal. If you don't get a 1099 NEC from a company, you still need to report the income the company paid to you. The best option for figuring out the amount paid to you is simply to keep your own records by using a bookkeeper or bookkeeping software. Even better, H&R Block allows you to import your information from various companies like Uber. If you drive for Uber, this can be a simple solution for your taxes. Very cool. Number 2, cash income is still income. Of course, not all income comes from invoices, whether you babysit, mow lawns, shovel snow, or sell snow cones at local fairs. There's a chance that some of your revenue came as cash. That income still counts as income. It is important to track that income and report it to the IRS on your 1040. Most tax software makes reporting cash income super easy. These programs will simply have one box to put all your cash income. The tough part is keeping track of that income. Personally, I use Tiller to track all my business income and expenses in spreadsheets. I have an extra tab where I can record cash income. This makes prep easy at tax time. Apps like Everlance, Keeper, Expensify, or platforms like FreshBooks allow users to import cash transactions for tax time. Number 3, keep great records. We cannot stress this enough. Filling out taxes as a self-employed person is surprisingly easy, actually, especially if you use great tax software like H&R Block. However, all your income and expenses must be documented. This includes documenting expenses such as cell phone bills or internet bills if you use those for your business. It is absolutely essential to have written documentation of all your income and the expenses that you're writing off for your business. If you don't have documentation, you could lose all those write-offs in an audit. Documentation includes any official paper or electronic receipts and logs for mileage, for example. Whether you use paper or spreadsheets, keep everything in one place for easier tax prep. Number 4, beware of the double payroll taxes. As a gig worker, you are both an employee and an employer. That means you have to pay both sides of the Social Security and Medicare taxes, payroll taxes, or FICA taxes. Social Security tax is 6.2% of an employee's wages for both the employer and the employee. For gig workers, that's 12.4% of profits. The Medicare tax is 1.45% of an employee's wages, or 2.9% of all profits. All told, gig workers need to pay 15.3% of profits for self-employment taxes, plus federal income tax, plus state and local taxes. As you earn money all year, make sure you're setting money aside for these taxes. Number 5, Plan to pay quarterly taxes. Most gig workers and self-employed people don't know about quarterly tax payments when they first start gigging. However, self-employed people, including freelancers, contractors, gig workers, all of it, are supposed to make estimated quarterly tax payments. Making estimated payments throughout the year will keep you from having one massive tax bill at the end of the year. If you've been doing freelance work all year, you may have missed all 4 quarterly payment due dates this year. But that's no need to stress. Next year, plan to make all 4 quarterly payments, even if you owe back taxes to the IRS. That way you won't dig yourself deeper into a hole. If you do make quarterly payments, make sure you're inputting them in your tax software when you file. Programs like H&R Block make it easy. Number 6, if you can't pay at all, file on time. A lot of first-time freelancers and even experienced freelancers end up on tax debt. Now, if you owe back taxes, you will still want to file your taxes on time. Failing to file can lead to penalties and penalty interest. As long as you file on time, you have options for repaying the back taxes. All that said, here are some final thoughts. If you're new to gig work, it can be overwhelming. I know, I've been there, to think about your taxes, and it could be a shock when you first do them. That's why it's essential that you use tax software that can help you if you need assistance. We love H&R Block and name them as best overall tax software for 2021. The reason? They have a great easy-to-use interface, and they combine that with a ton of different support options, from live chat to virtual tax prep to even in-person offices. If you need help preparing your first tax return as a gig worker, or maybe your freelance business took off in 2020, congratulations, and your taxes are just more complex than before, check out H&R Block. You can find it at thecollegeinvestor.com and lots of other reviews on all kinds of different software too. Again, it's thecollegeinvestor.com. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll talk to you again real soon.